Okay, so we're looking at the fourth of this shape, of the basic shape. And you can see the basic shape here. Let's look at it again. We've got, this is the basic shape right here. Okay, so this is the root shape pentatonic long pattern. It practically it does fit right in here shape-wise to play this. And yes, this works for the top of the pattern too. So that's kind of what I'm saying. You just move it up and that's what you get. You can play that same pattern just by moving it up. So if you initially started here, you could just go like that and then finish up the rest of the pattern there. You know, from if you're playing the D, notice I have the D circled here. If you're playing that D, you're going, the next box up from that D is going to be a C. So you're going to finish with a C shape on top. Look at that C shape finishing right on top there. And a C shaped F right there for us. Okay, so all right, that was starting from what? Starting from the A shaped, it would be a C shaped F would be right there. Okay, so here's how the root pattern fits in, just moving it up one string. It's a way to get the pattern, but keep in mind it's going to take on a different shape. So here where we had the C pattern, the A pattern, 5/6 root 2 3 5 6, going into what? Into the G shape on the top. Finishes G short, root 2 3 5. See that? 6 root. That's a G pattern top. There's your G pattern right there, your short G pattern. But we don't want to just jump up one cage from the fret note. We want to play our way there. Now that G pattern goes to its fourth, which is C. Now look at the fifth. We're going to move the pattern down. So the pattern's been moved down instead of up one. So here's the pattern now. Here's the original pattern. Right there. You see how we moved it down like that? I like to keep these things straight so they're easy on the eyes, you know. We're not like, you know, making notes too short or too small. So there's how we can move the pattern down. All right, so that now we covered the banner there. So let's try to guess what this is. So the fifth of A is E, the E shape there. So we're going to be starting. This is no play now. This is moved into the no play zone, right? So let's just make sure we got the right thing here. So up here we're going to take about half of this pattern. Since we're going to move the pattern down, we're only going to need half of it showing. Okay, like that. And we'll scoot on down there. And we're going to replace this. Now you see how it is. See how it looks. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right there. Three longs and a short there. Same thing right there. Because we moved the pattern down. I just wanted to get a look at this banner down here. So in the fifth, you see how I have it circled here? This is the fifth in the tripentatonic. This would be the E shape. Notice that is the E shape long pattern. Now E shape goes into what? D. So the third one in the three, the 1 cross 4 cross 5 is always the fifth shape. So we could just place right into a D shape pentatonic there. So here's our E shape pentatonic, and this was from the fifth. And it's going to be an E shaped fifth. So here's our root. Here's our fourth. and here's our fifth. So we've got into that, just play right into that D. That's that D on the top. Easy as pie. Now let me show you. So that's the reason why I showed you the yellow overlay there, okay, is because you can use that root pattern. It's like a tool in your pocket, you know. It's like there for an emergency. I could just move the pattern up one. Now keep in mind you have to adjust to the tuning warp, so that's shape fitting, and it's good to give it a different chord shape on top here. So if I take this A-shaped long pattern here that has on top here is its G shape, right? So we started here. We're on our long A here. And we're going to play right into that G shape on top. When I move this entire pattern, so this is like the magic circle. When I move it up one, it's going to make a new shape. All right, so that shape on top then is going to be the C shape. And that's all part of what I have down here is our little magic circle. Start a new shape. Now granted, the magic circle is the same as the string shaped circle, but it's backwards, but it's better to use it. So here we were on A here. When we want to go forward, so fourth, we would go to the D shape there. You would go to the D shape. If we want to go to the fifth, we would go to the E shape. So we had our let's just look at the bottom part of the pattern. Here's the A shape bottom pattern. I can play it diatonically because it's the root. Then if we want to go to the fourth, we go forward in the magic circle to the D shape. And the D shape's going to be what? A backwards 7. Okay, and then the E shape is going to be a backwards L, right? Okay, put them all together. So here's the root pentatonic. The fourth is the backwards 7. No. The fourth is the backwards 7 shaped like this. So let's start again. Put them all together. Alright, same thing as we do with the tripentatonics. It'd be nice to be able to play the whole shapes there, but if we don't have the you know, that's the magic circle. So that, you know, that start a new shape. It's just like it always was. I don't like to do this without the notes there, not only in case I have to check it, but I don't want you to get confused. But that's the way the magic circle goes. So if I start a C shape here, and I find that C, let's say we just start a G shape rather, like that. I find that same note here, and start that G shape here. I'm going up one string, so going up one string from that G shape is going to become a C shape. Okay. And it's just filling it. Once you know it's that C shape, you've got that bottom string there. So that's how the magic circle works. But now we're not going to be finding the same note and playing up. We're going to be staying in the same box. So that's going to give us the fourth pattern. So we just start that G shape from the second string. Now we ignore the notes and just play the shape. That's the difference.